You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Shalom. Start first by giving all praise and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem, Rakat Badash. Double honor to the elder apostles and elders at Great Millstone who grew well and are great examples unto the flock. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect, the house of David that will receive salvation, and the hopeful elect that we may make it through these trying times. Right? We're a lot closer. I mean, I don't know if whoever may be watching this feed or whatever would feel it, but we're a lot closer than we once were. But we're getting close to the end here, man. It's palpable. You can feel it, that things are coming down with the amount of prophecies that are passing. You can see that we're right here at the door. The doors of mercy are closing. As each day goes by, more and more prophecies are being fulfilled. Now, you know, like World War III, the big prophecies, they're just getting one step closer to being completely fulfilled. But you can see the actuality of these things playing out. And some things took years to play out, you know, 5-10 years for things to fully happen, for the full war to kick off. But we can see every day that this thing is going to happen.
Quick read.
Go with it, bro.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
The vision is yet for an appointed time. When is that appointed time? Now. Go ahead, bro.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right now they're beginning to speak and they're not lying. The visions, I mean, a lot of people for hundreds of years now have looked at this King James Bible, you know, the word of the Lord itself, and thought it was BS, and they thought, oh, I could just go and manipulate it and get what I want out of it. But now the prophecies are beginning to speak to where this book is ringing true. That if you know anything about this Bible, you're seeing like, oh no, this is actually happening. World War III between the countries, the Bible said years ago, is coming to pass. The mark of the beast is coming to pass. America being the whore that rides the beast with the EU is coming to pass. All of these prophecies are happening. The children of Israel are the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans scattered across the four corners of the earth. You can see all of these things, like the vision of the dry bone. All of these things are really happening, and the vision is truly speaking. Go ahead, bro.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Though it's stalling, just wait, because
it will surely come. It will not tarry.
It will surely come. It will not tarry. It's not going to take another 200-300 years for it to come to pass. It's only a few days away, but it's going to come faster than you think.
Yeah, I got a two, three, two. I got actually two of them.
Cool.
This is Ezekiel. Hold on, Salakia. I lost the page. Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 25.
Sure.
It says, "For I am the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass."
And the word that he shall speak will come to pass. Everything he said came to pass. Whether it came to pass in the ancient time, and then there's no new thing created under the sun, and it's come to pass again in these times. But everything has come to pass from way back in the books of Genesis, the first 5 books of Moses, all the way to the prophets, all the way to now. These things are coming to pass, just as the Most High said it would. Go ahead, bro.
It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, saith the Lord power.
Read the beginning of that part you just read.
Okay, I'll start at the top again. I'm gonna read all the way down to the 28th verse. This all in there. It says, "For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it."
Hey, it shall be no more prolonged, for the word he speaks shall come to pass. It will not be prolonged. Or what did you say? It will not be. What is that phrase used?
It says, it shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it.
Well, and will perform it, and it's being performed in these times. You know, you think Vladimir Putin understands that he's fulfilling biblical prophecy, or Donald Trump is fulfilling biblical prophecy, or are you 2/3? Anybody? You don't think you guys realize that you're performing biblical prophecy just as the Most High God said He would make you to perform these prophecies. And as the men of the Lord, we see it from what He said, and we've been saying it that would happen, and we're watching it actually unfold and happen. Go ahead, bro.
It says,
and we're trying to warn you about what's to come, because you got, man, I had a dream today. So like, I took a little nap. I had a dream today, man, that you people have no clue. You get chills. You people have no clue what's about to happen to you. You have no clue what the Most High God's other prophecy. This stuff seems all okay, but when it really takes hold of the day of the Lord, man, you people have no clue what's about to come upon you. Death everywhere, starvation and hunger, and just danger at every turn, man.
Even like these economists, like that's talking about how the stock market is and the state of the nation.
They move the
economy stuff like that. Even they say, deflation, hyperinflation, it's gonna be mass death, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be mass death, man.
I saw it's gonna be mass desperation.
Yep.
People are gonna be on survival mode.
Yep.
It's gonna be austerity measures, a great panic. People ain't gonna know what to do. They're gonna be going to their banks and realizing that their accounts been seized or froze.
Yep.
It's gonna catch everybody off guard, man, while people ain't paying attention.
Brother, that's why the U.S. government ordered how many rounds of fucking
guillotines. They got, man, what do you think they got these FEMA camps and FEMA coffins? Why would they get FEMA coffins for why would they order that as well as guillotines, hollow point bullets, and FEMA camps? Yeah. If you're just gonna be shipped into FEMA camps, then you'll just be in there, right? But they're gonna use them other three, the guillotines, bullets, and coffins, man. They're gonna use those. They didn't buy that for nothing.
Those are all set up for you sheeple.
Yep.
For you niggas, are you the nigga woman, the nigga, the spick woman, the spick.
Yep.
Okay. For the average Joe 6-pack, Miller Lite drinking Edomite.
Pabst Blue Ribbon drinking. Right.
That's set up for all y'all, man. But guess what? Them politicians, them DC officials, they got somewhere else that they're planning to hide while all this goes down.
Right.
They got those doomsday bunkers.
That's right.
And they putting all type of amenities down there. They storing up goods. They're putting all type of wine and food and pools,
bowling alleys,
theaters. They putting all that down there.
They living better. They can live better down there than you live up here, man. Way better. Almost close to the same lifestyle they live up here. That's what they're doing. Possibly better because they ain't gotta hide it in plain sight. So you Jakes have no access to see what they got going on. Yeah. There's something else I want to say, because these TV shows tell about it. And there's a TV show that I saw with what's his name? Kiefer Sutherland from 24. Y'all know Jack Bauer from 24. He got this other show. I don't know the name of it, but he's the president or something like that. Well, in this show, they're talking about enacting martial law, but the mayor of DC was telling them, "Now don't do that. They're gonna turn. We're gonna lose them. Us against them." Like, they're going through the whole scenario, the mind state that's actually about to go down. And like, it's an ongoing TV show, but they're telling you what's gonna happen. So I know you Jakes are watching these TV shows. I know y'all watching it, and so it's not just drama unfolding. There's a real tension that's really gonna happen like that, and it's all in biblical prophecy. The Bible's been depicting this stuff from the beginning, and it's gonna have to play out. You got it, bro.
I'll finish it. It's 26. It says, "Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come."
Yep. You don't want it to be at your doorstep. You don't want it to go down in this lifetime. Guess what? It's going down in this lifetime, unless something crazy happens.
They like to push it off. Push the day of the Lord off to, I'm not going to be here when that happens.
Then my great-grandchildren.
That might come in the generations down the line, or my great-great-great-grandchildren. But I'm gonna pay this mortgage off, get my 401k,
make that million off the lottery, or hit at the casino, whatever you're thinking. Still
set up college funds for my children so they can go away to college.
Yep.
You know, that's what their mind is on.
Bro, Jake told me not too long ago, like 2 days ago, he was like, yeah, man, if I keep investing $50 a week, by the time I'm 65, and the nigga, he only 18. Said by the time I'm 65, I had $2 million in the bank.
Well, you probably serious though.
Like, no, he was serious, bro.
Yeah, like really believe he can do that.
Serious, bro.
That sounds good, but you ain't got 45 years to live though. You know?
Who's to say LVPD ain't gonna clip your ass next week?
Right.
You know?
Let alone the prophecy that's gonna catch you up.
Yeah, that goes into what's that, James, the 4th chapter where it talks about boast not of tomorrow.
Verse 13.
I'm gonna go and set up and store this. I'm gonna build a business. You know, because that's you don't know what your life entails, man. You don't know when your expiration date is coming.
And to quote Matthew the 6th chapter, it said, "Tomorrow is sufficient to the evil thereof." It was something to that effect. You know, don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about today. You know, because not one YOLO, but you know, just put all your focus on getting through the day, and then tomorrow you'll have all the focus getting. If you're worried about down the line, you don't know what's going to happen in those coming days. But that scripture says it perfectly.
Niggas can't see that inflation is already happening. Niggas is wondering why the gas prices is going up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit was $2. $2 ago. 2 days ago, man, what the fuck, man?
Yep.
Why is milk $4 now?
Yep.
Dumb niggas study your economy, nigga.
Hey, Jake, love money, know everything about money and what it can buy, but don't know what it does.
Yeah.
Or what it is even. You know?
Yeah, Jake know how to flip this, break that, make that, but don't understand what GDP is. None of that. This is James 4. James 4:13. Go to now, ye say that today to tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year.
And you making plans. You making plans for down the line. You know, with the most, you not knowing the Most High got plans that don't coincide to what you was thinking. As he said, when you sleeping, he sealeth your instruction. You know, like you don't. The other one says, man's going is of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? Like, you don't know what you got, what the Most High got planned for you. But you up there trying to make plans. Go ahead.
It says, we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow.
Yep. And it's always something like that. Like Jake always got, I'm on 2 days from now, a week from now, 20 years from now. I got a 5-year plan in place. Always got something that they about to make it in this captivity, man. And it's Jake the main one's doing it. I expect Esau to be thinking like that. But let me tell you how Esau really thinking. Esau's like, I got 200,000 bullets. I got 18 guns. I got, I got this bunker. Esau really ready. So any nigga come up in here, I'm gonna lay his ass down. We got food for 3 years, and Esau thinking on a whole nother level, man, that you Jakes don't even understand yet.
It's like the vid that you showed us, the old Edomite lady.
Yeah,
the whole storage house full of dry goods.
Man, she don't even know. She just stored that up and don't even know if they were gonna eat one meal out of that. This lady had like 5 years worth of food for like 30 people. She probably not even gonna get to taste that food.
God, the script says they shall lead their goods unto other people.
Yep.
Talking about the men of the Lord.
Yep.
It says, whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow, but what is your life?
And you know not what shall be on tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. Hey, prime example today, matter of fact, my mom was getting tent from the tent guy I know, the same tent guy you got. And so he was like, yeah, you guys can come on in early today. I was going, your schedule was for Wednesday or whatever, but you coming today, I got a spot open. We called him to meet him up. This dude sent us pictures, he in the hospital. Like he was in a car accident. Neck all up and car flipped and whatever else. He didn't know that when he hung the phone up, or I don't know how close it was, but that he was going to be laid up in the hospital an hour or two later. You can't make plans if you ain't the creator of this whole thing, man, the Most High may explain it. You just follow through with it.
It's like every character has a story that they got to play on.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's why when you get ready to read it, that's why you say, Lord willing, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't want to rock this out, man.
That's right. Yeah.
It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanisheth away.
And vapor vanishes away faster than smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that.
If the Lord will, if He allows, the Lord allows, the Lord willing, we're able to do this or that, man. You know, and a lot of brothers, you notice within this thing, brothers speak that way. Anything future tense, brothers speak that way. And Lord willing, man, I could be able to do this or that. And we hope for things like that, but we know not to ask for no bullshit. We know not to even speak on that. Like, man, this chick with the big booty, man, Lord willing, you don't even think like that. You know, we thinking like, Lord willing, man, I make it. Lord willing, I'll be able to get this job so I can sustain myself. You know, it's real life situations. We ain't got time for the kid stuff.
And if you in the mentality of, you know, you thinking you're gonna prolong yourself here, and you got a lot to give, and you got a lot to live for in this society, then you have no place in this truth.
Right.
All right, you even have guys at a circumcision with plans.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas that know that they Israelites.
Yep.
And they got plans, man.
In America.
Here in America, man. Ready to be established right here in Babylon. Mm-hmm. Not even thinking about, you know, martial law. Okay. The chip being mandated. Yeah. You know, they ain't worried about that. They ain't worried about, you know, World War III. Mm-hmm. That there's gonna be a draft and certain guys gonna end up boots on ground in fucking Syria, man.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna be marching from Syria over to Iran somewhere, man.
Hey, let me throw a current event. Part of this thing that Trump just signed is 1.3 or 1.6 trillion.
1.3
trillion dollars, and he was disappointed in it, except for the part that the military. So the money that the military is getting, guess what that's going to go towards? Making sure that we're up to par with fighting these other countries. Mm-hmm. So part of that is we're going to have to have the manpower. Mm-hmm. How you think they're going to get it? Drafting you young, dumbass people that's got to go right into these boot camps. And in 4 months, you're going to be on the ground in Syria somewhere. Yeah. In 4 months.
And they're not going to be so tight-knit about, you know, you joining the military. Like, you know, for us, these niggas smoke weed. Like, okay, so let them in.
You're going to loosen the qualifications.
You're overweight. You overweight. Okay.
We're going to run into
too much to lose weight.
We know how to do that. And then you're going to be ready.
Just give them bigger bonuses.
Yeah. That's where the money's going somewhere for that. Not just in technology, but man, you guys don't understand the big picture that the Most High is painting and what your president has just signed against you.
Yeah, he's going to take all that money and put it right in, because he's in the middle of an arms race with Russia. Yep. He's seeing all of the big guns being flexed over there,
and Russia's flexed and China's flexed.
Yeah, so that's kind of humbling Trump in their administration, man. They're like, oh shit, you know, let me congratulate Putin on his election.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? Let me talk to you though. I kind of want to have a talk with you though.
Yeah, get my money ready so we can, because I was glanced over when I called him. I could hear them getting their nuclear reactors ready. Like they over here in China, Russia, they not playing, man.
Yeah, they gearing up, man.
And the prophecy says that Russia wins the war against America. Understand that. Them and the other countries is gonna all shoot on America and destroy this place. So it don't matter how much Trump brings in, but he has to fight. He has to try to fight. They're gonna shoot off everything they got and still lose. But guess where you live at?
In the midst of you know, him funding that 1.3 trillion, I think he just I think he like restructured his war cabinet.
Yep.
So what they're basically, they know that battle was on the brink, man.
That's right.
It could pop up.
You got more generals, more military minds in there. not as many humanitarians.
They setting us a war cabinet, man, a new war cabinet.
And it's smart because it's a time of war. You can't have no softies because man, if you look at how these other countries, especially Russia, is flexing against America, you can see that it's imminent that World War III has to go down. That the war between them has got to go down. You go over there in Syria, and they're not playing over there. People are dying daily over there in Syria, and the news is reporting on it. And it's not just over there; it's in other countries. Israel is the Israelis, to call them that way, not Israel, but the Israelis, those imposters that call themselves the real Jews, and they're not. They're actually like coming out like, yeah, we killed somebody years ago, and we lied about it, and it's okay, right? Y'all ain't gonna do this. It's all news, right? Well, these people ain't forgot. They want them too. All of this has to play out because the prophecies of the Most High will come to pass.
I'm finish that back in Ezekiel.
Yeah, you were done with that, right?
Yeah, back in Ezekiel 12:27, it says, "Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off.
Yep.
Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power."
Now, how many years did your grandmama and your great-grandmama and going all the way back, how many years was this book sealed? This book has been sealed for thousands of years. But now the seals are being opened to where we have full understanding of what's going on in this Bible. With the prophecies are speaking and everything's coming to pass, we can see clearly what's happening. So that lets you know, that's an indicator of what's going on, and how close we really are. You had another one?
Another one. Yeah. 2 Ezra 6, verse 18, it says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth.
Somebody get 2 Ezra 9.
And will begin to make inquisition of them with they that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished.
Esau's world. Go ahead.
Then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall all see together.
And this devil's empire is crumbling, man, and that's a sign that the Most High is beginning to visit the world again, and the seals being opened to where we can understand the prophecies that he spoke and what time that we're living in. That's the time we're in now. That's what's going on now. All of the prophecies are speaking. The seals are open where we can break down and see the future through his prophecy of what's going on, and even in now, right, through Yahweh, exactly right. Yeah, go with that.
The second is 9 at the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
It was the very same time where the highest began to visit the world which he made. That's this time now. You can see it like brother's been saying. There's chariot sightings going on. Well, you think they're UFO sightings. We know them as the chariots of the Most High God. But I'll say it in what you understand. There's UFO sightings all the time, man.
One of the most recent just happened in Jamaica. My brother out there caught it.
You said there was one in Vegas?
I believe it was another one in Vegas too.
There's chariot sightings everywhere in the world, man. Like stars don't move, and American aircraft don't do all of that. Right. There's not technology on the earth that can do that.
The balloon is not going to zigzag in the sky like that.
Right. The wind don't even move that way. Yeah. Go ahead.
Therefore, when they
I'm going to say this. And that's just the chariot idea. We ain't even going to talk about all these natural disasters and earthquakes that's going on. We won't even talk about that. It can only be like some of the worst devastation on the planet naturally, like natural occurrences have been going on in the past few years, ever known. But this is just the tip of the iceberg to what's about to go down. Go ahead, bro.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, This shalt thou well understand, that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah, uproars. That's a common thing now.
Yep. They uproar about everything.
Everything, man. People
There's
taking
always
it to
people
the
gathering,
streets.
thousands of people gathering. It's like there's a gathering of these students that all walked out all over. The social media did, and went all on social media and said, "Hey, on Monday such and such, we all gonna walk out of class to show that we want to end this gun thing." Dumb, just dumb. And but they're gonna penalize. That's how stupid you are. You willing to move the Congress to vote to take away the guns, but that's what they want to do anyway, dummies.
Yeah.
Now you have no protection when they
right
come upon you. You're stupid, man.
Play right into it.
Man, you're some of the dumbest people. That's why, but these Edomites, man, they ain't turning their shit in.
No. It's gonna be a civil war before that shit happens.
They're building their own guns that you don't have to register, man. Bro, they're making their own bullets.
And that's the reason why they starting to ban videos of Edomites, making weapons. They starting to ban that on YouTube now.
Yep. We ain't even got into the end of net neutrality.
To go back into the weapons, you go to those gun shows, things like that, and then you got the black market. You could buy all the pieces you want to make your guns. The guns that's not the guns that's semi-automatic, you can make them fully automatic. They making pistols that got scopes on it and all different types of stuff. At the job, Edomites talking about it's a certain trigger you could buy for your gun where you can shoot it with both hands. And in my mind, I was thinking, I thought you could shoot guns with both hands regardless.
Bro, the advancement of the technology of this man's sword is ridiculous, and you're gonna turn in yours so they can keep advancing, and and you're dumb enough to just take it now. You can't fight against a bullet. So what you gonna do? You gonna walk right onto them buses and trains and to them chains and right into them concentration camps, man, to be tortured and offered up, and to be killed. Nothing else. But then you're not gonna have faith in the Lord either. So you ain't gonna get out of that. Keep going, bro.
This is for this shalt thou well understand, that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
How did he speak of them? Through his word, through prophecy. But it's just like any director or writer of a movie script, right? He knows what he wants to have. I want this. Okay, I want two characters. I want the good and the bad. I want this to happen. I want that to happen. And then at the end, I want the climax. And then at the end, I want such and such to win. Well, he knows the ending. He declared the end from the beginning, right?
I'm right there.
Okay, you go with that.
Did you want to?
No. We're gonna go back.
All right, this is I'm gonna get this This is Isaiah 42:9. It says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them."
Yep, through prophecy. Through prophets.
Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times of things that are not yet done, saying, "My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." Hey,
he had in his mind that there would be ICB, intercontinental ballistic missiles on the planet before the end came. He had in his mind that there would be a microchip that will be implanted into your skin. Things, computers, the internet, things that can only be
modern technology that we got today.
Way back then, he had these things planned out that no one, when they wrote this stuff down, they couldn't even describe what they were seeing in these visions. But now we see them clearly because the times have now caught up and the seals are open to put these pieces together, and the Spirit has guided us right to the answers, man, to the wisdom.
That's right. So what we call it the scriptures, man. This is script.
That's right.
Only the Most High, Yahweh Shai, gave to his men to understand, man.
That's right.
Understand how this movie's gonna play out. Man.
So before he just said, before it happens, I tell you what. And the other one is, I reveal my secrets unto my servants, the prophets. And this is what he's done. His secrets is that we'll be able to protect ourselves spiritually, because everything else don't matter, but through faith, spiritually protect ourselves away from the perils that's set to befall the world.
And even the prophets got a chance to see a glimpse of all that we're living and what we're getting ready to go through. The prophets back then, they saw a glimpse of it through the visions.
That's right.
And it was like they was in the 3D experiencing it, and they got, you know, they got afraid, man.
It was like deja vu, but of the future.
Kind of.
You know how you have deja vu, and it's like, oh, that was real. I felt that. Well, they had that of the future.
Yeah.
Imagine, 7,000 years ago, you have a vision about a computer, a smartphone, and then the mark of the beast, and then missiles, and then death and martial law going on. You know, vomit. You know. Yeah, keep going.
It's 5. For like as all that is made in the world had the beginning and an end.
No, Salah, stop there and just go to Ecclesiastes 12. Yeah, 1. Yeah, that's cool. I mean that part goes good, but let's get to this part because we have to make sure you understand this part of the whole scenario. We're not just making these videos to just for kicks and giggles, man. We're actually have a service that we're providing here. We're actually here to wake up the elect. And if you are watching these videos, more than likely, especially whenever it is that you see these after these are put out, you may be of the elect, of the hopeful elect, and you got to get this information downloaded into your subconscious, man, to your spirit.
And you better get it while the get it is good, man.
That's right.
Right now, the spirit is turning up. The brothers are putting up multiple videos a day now.
Mm-hmm.
So right now is the time to get it while it's hot, man.
That's right.
So all the answers are being pushed.
It's all getting put out there, man. This last hour before that final judgment, man, is the Lord he's basically giving you ample space and opportunity to get this word, man. This truth.
There won't be any excuse.
No excuse. It's gonna be reached into every corner, man, of the earth, every inch, every foot, man.
Right.
Okay. And the World Wide Web is the platform that's getting it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Before Esau try to silence the word, it's gonna go out, man, tremendously, man.
That's right. Just to push me in right now. Go for it, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now that Creator in the days of thy youth.
Hey, the Creator is the one that pushed all these prophecies. You see these prophecies coming to pass. Mm-hmm. You see all these major events. I mean, the new man, everything's lining up to fulfill exactly what the Creator said would happen. World War III, which means ICBM nuclear missile and America being destroyed. That's gonna happen, man. That's the way that the world and the climate. That's why Donald Trump signed all that money. He wanted to veto this bill because he didn't get the money that he truly wanted to put it to the bill, the projects, so to speak, that he wanted to do, DACA and the wall and things like that. But the military money was there, and so that trumped everything, so to speak. That trumped everything. And he was like, you know what? I'll sign it because I know we need to get our military moving. I'll try to sign something else to get more money later, but this military, we need that because we're about to go to war. None of these other countries are playing.
And that's one of the key things to know that war is on the brink is because the economy is shit.
Mm-hmm.
In order to generate that money, you gotta go to war.
Right.
So that's how you know we definitely get ready to enter into war, man. Mm-hmm. All these drills ain't being done for nothing. All this money ain't being spent for nothing. Okay. All these different these meetings and summits that they having. And when the year, like when it was New Year's, you had that UN and I think he was like the UN ambassador or something like that. But he came out and said like, hey, let's make sure we because everything is in turmoil. There's global anxiety of nuclear war on the brink. Like he basically came into the new year, so-called new year, basically trying to speak peace to the nations, man, because he already knew and understand that these nations they're about ready for that action, man. Mm-hmm. Everybody's ready for that next new world global dominance, man, because everybody's sick of America's globalism, man.
Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near.
Yeah, and come up. It's likely, bro. Everything that's going on, that's creating the dynamic for this world's war, this last final third world's war. It's all happening to where it can't go back. It can't go backwards. It's all lining up to where it's what has to come to pass. Go ahead, bro.
Beat your plowshares into swords.
Hey, it's a lot. Don't say it's about Vladimir Putin. He just got reelected as president of Russia, right? With like a 90 to 95% rate approval rating. His country loves him over there. All the rest of the world could spew all this BS and hate about him or whatever's going on. It may even be the truth, but Russia loves him. 90+% people voted for him. I wouldn't want to run against the dude, right, in this election. But hey, he got in there, and they love what he's doing over there, and he's punking the shit out of America right now. And Trump knows it. That's why he called him congratulating. And then Trump's like, okay, we congratulate him, get the money right. We got to get our military up. This dude is not playing games.
Yeah. Also, through this man, so many geopolitical moves have been made by this man. And he's very, very meticulous, very, very calculated in his moves. And it's
master chess player, right?
Yeah. And it's making a major shift to where all these different nations who once looked to America are now looking to Russia, for that leadership.
World leadership.
If they need help with weapons or with aid or something like that, America's on this America first bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all about us. It's about the West. So these nations like, well, if it's really like that, Russia over here is making it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got enough for everybody.
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna double cross us in the end.
They over here, they provide, especially Europe, America's own allies. Russia's providing them with that gas. Over there. Hey, they got the pipelines running through over to Germany. Germany wanted to still do trade in oil with them. They like, what deal are we getting still fooling with America?
Right. And this is a classic drug war, man. Like you see the moves just like a classic drug war. Territories being fought for, the best prices being fought for. When somebody ain't got the proper supply or the best price, they go to somebody else. And when they start making all the not the customers, what's the other word I want to use? I'll use customers.
When they make
clientele. When they get the clientele up, guess what? Now the clientele like, well, we'll back you because you got the bomb stuff and the best price. Forget them. And that's what they're doing to America. Forget America. We don't need to buy gas from America. They can get a better price. They stealing it from Iraq or wherever else. Yeah. Why you give us a shitty price?
And that's why when every time Trump throws those sanctions out there at them, it don't do shit.
No.
They ain't got nothing to worry about. Okay, if we get a sanction from America, okay. Yeah, like we can't do trade amongst ourselves and other nations that want to do trade with us.
Well, that's not in your NATO or your alliance of team. There's plenty of other countries that need aid, that need what we got. And we can provide that, and they got stuff that we want. We can make deals still, and Russia's still flourishing from that. And now we're not here to big up Russia. We just
Russia
let them
gonna
go.
get destroyed too.
Right, we just let them
over there. They're gonna get wasted too, but they play a pivotal role in the fall of Babylon the Great.
That's right.
In the beast, man.
They gonna break us out of this prison, man.
Well, the Lord's gonna use them.
Right, that's what I want. That's a better way to say it. They the ones that's gonna weaken the bars of this prison. So when the Lord comes, he just swoop us, take us up out of here.
Moab too. Moab is gonna play a role too.
Right.
The Chinese, man. Okay. Just recently, they talking about how on March 26th they supposed to unveil the new yuan, petro yuan markets, man.
Right.
So once that
collapse the American petro,
yes, it can. The petro dollar is going to take a major hit once that goes into circulation, man.
Right.
Because the yuan is actually backed by gold, which is high value.
Right. It's actual money. It's not a credit-based system like the American dollar fiat system is set up.
Exactly, man.
You
Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yep. Even in these smaller countries now, Russia's arming the smaller countries to be able to be confident to go against America. Before, America would fly through, drop bombs on a country if they didn't want to do deals with America. Now Russia's got their back. No, you touch them, you touch us, we're going to bomb you if you think about messing with them. As a matter of fact, we're going to give them bombs, but they can protect themselves as well. Yep, Iran is the prime example of that.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the weak, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yep, he's going to judge all flesh, judge all the heathen, and put everybody in subjection, because these other countries are getting prideful and built up as well in the same time.
Right.
Well, he's going to put them down and bring up his lowly beggar, Israel. Because this is our time where we're on the bottom, and we're going to assume the throne after this.
Scripture, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of their followers.
That's right.
So it's talking about the end of this society and the beginning of the new kingdom under righteousness.
Yep, and it's not going to be a small period where Russia, or those Edomites in Russia going to rule. It ain't going to be the Chinese that rule next. It's going to be I was going to say Ishmaelites, but the Persians and Elam. It's not going to be y'all.
Yeah,
the Arabs, it's not going to be y'all. It's just going to be the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, and confusion of faces that have the spirits of the real Israelites that's going to rule the world. You devils over there, Amalekites over there, that's in the land of Israel, you're not going to rule the world no more. You're Edomites, and you're going to go down.
Yeah, and you finna drag America to its fate.
That's right.
Because the prophecies say that the least of the flock shall draw them out. So Israel is responsible for why America has all their military over there, man.
Israelis.
The Israelis.
Right.
The Israelis. You know, you're the reason why. Because you've been trying to take Syria from the Syrians.
That's right.
You've been trying to extend the land of Israel. You've been trying to take the resources up there. And then you even got the U.S. paying mercenaries to secretly go up there and invade the northern part of Syria to seize it for themselves, man. They're really trying to take Syria, man.
Right.
But they're running into problems because you got Turkey over there, and they're not going to stand for no foolishness. That's why they put the smack down on those Kurds up there in the Ephraim. So and we will run your ass all the way across the you know. If you come over here and disquiet us, man.
Hey, that's why.
Because you're what's the president of Turkey? Erdogan, is that his
something like Erdogan.
Erdogan.
Yeah, something like
he pretty much vowed to dismantle any forces set up by the U.S. that come by there or over there. They just gonna just totally do away with them, man.
Hey,
and he said that he made that promise before they even went over there, man. Before them Kurds even came up over there, he said, "All right, bet. You send them over here, and we gonna get rid of them." And that's exactly what happened. That's when you saw those drone strikes.
That's right. Hey, because they know, they know that that's their watch. Turkey is bordering Syria up there, so they have to watch that area. If they don't watch that area, then that's making them vulnerable to be taken over as well. So they're like, "Nah, we're gonna protect this border over here, because if we don't, to make sure nobody comes up in here. Because if we don't, then whoever comes, the U.S., the Israelis, or whoever come up in here, they gonna try to move on us next."
Yeah,
it's a position.
Terrorism.
And what's that prophecy? Ezekiel 38, man. Turkey was Gomer and Togomar. That's the
part of the army that's gathered with Russia.
That's right.
Because Turkey is originally a part of the NATO alliance, but really Turkey is kind of you know, they kind of in the middle. They like neutral.
Yeah,
because really, even though technically they would be allied to you know, Europe and the West through the NATO alliance, but they're doing way more negotiations and deals with Russia. Right. You know, the China, Russia, Iranian alliance. Yep. They're more so on that side, man.
Yeah, and it benefits the region.
Yeah.
Because Russia's a little bit north of Turkey, you know, up in the continent. Iran is right there, and what was the other country you just named?
China.
And China's to the east of that. So they're all right there. It's like, man, we just want to make the region stable, and we want to keep those Westerners out of here, because they're coming in trying to destabilize the area, so they can move a position up in there. We see the chess move. It's a classic chess move. They're trying to drop their knight right in the middle of my bishops and my rooks, and you know, my queen is over there. You know, what they don't want them to get that position. This is all chess. That chess was a great game. It's all a chess match. If I can get this piece in there, I can get in there, take a few people out, and get out. That's what the Americans trying to do. For the Israelis.
On both sides.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, it's the Most High playing. Yeah. He's putting the pieces everywhere, man.
Playing chess by himself.
It tells you that was that Proverbs 21, where it says how the Lord, the king is in the hands of the Lord.
King's heart is in your hands of the Lord.
The king's heart, meaning his mind. The Lord controls the mind of these different rulers, man. The Lord is controlling Putin to do what he's doing. He's controlling Trump. He's controlling Angela Merkel, or Macron, the Prime Minister of France. Okay. Was that Rouhani from Iran? Okay. All them guys, they're not making no move on their own, man. That's the Heavenly Father that's putting it in them to make those moves, man. And that's how else did all these nations end up over there in that hotbed in the Middle East? Like the Lord said he would gather them. Yep. Right over there, man. All those militaries are over there.
I gotta quickly say, to go over what you said. This is Ezekiel 38. I'm gonna go straight to the point I want to make about what we're saying. It says, verse 4. It says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth and all thine army." Yep. And that's basically what the Most High is doing. When you got hooks in somebody's jaw, you can control their whole their whole body, their whole movements, and that's what the Most High is doing. He's controlling everybody's movements, you know, in this war, to make them do what he wants them to do. Did somebody grab that Proverbs? I thought I saw you grab it.
Yeah.
I got it right here. It says Proverbs 21. Well, in fact, let me finish that scripture. You can grab that one, Proverbs, for sure. I'm gonna finish this in Ezekiel 38. It says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, all of them ready to kill, man, ready for battle." That's exactly what he's doing, making sure everybody's ready for battle. You're not just going without your armor on because you want to go talk, but you brought your sword just in case. No, you come in battle ready, complete battle ready, man. That's what he's arming up all these countries to do.
No kinks in the armor or in the weapon itself. You know, he's making sure that these missiles are perfect. You can say them too. You know, then you got the underwater nukes. So he's making sure all parts of this weapon are equally perfect.
Yep, from every angle. You know, whatever angle that he can attack from, the Most High is gonna make them use all of those to fully attack this place, man, in different other parts of the world. This is gonna be this is gonna be the greatest war ever, the greatest battle, and the final battle ever. You know, between all the people of the world. You can grab that in
Proverbs 21. All right, verse 1. "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord,
right,
as the rivers of water."
Kim Jong-un is a king. Vladimir Putin is a king. I don't remember who the king of Iran is.
Rouhani, I think.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
That's another king. Hey, Merkel was a king. I hate to say it, a queen or whatever, but but these are the rulers of these countries. Trump is a king. These are all kings that the Most High is controlling their heart to know what's about to go down, to make them fulfill His will, fulfill the Most High God's will. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Theresa May.
Yep.
All them different guys, man.
He turneth it whithersoever he will.
And he go back to the river part. I thought,
the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water.
Yep, as the rivers of water. Go ahead.
He turneth it whithersoever he will.
He turneth it whithersoever he will.
So he turns them like the helm on the ship.
Yep.
You can control which direction the ship goes as long as you controlling the helm.
Yep. That's the wheel. That's the hooks and the jaws.
Yeah.
You got it. No, okay.
Psalms 58:6. Break their teeth, which is the military.
Yep.
O power in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord.
Because that's the dangerous part of a lion or of an animal. Their teeth, that's the most deadly part. That's the part that'll kill you. That's why I said break their teeth, which the military represents that dangerous part of the animal that can hurt you.
And Yahweh Shem Shah is gathering you armies to basically destroy yourselves.
Right.
But you're not. You're gonna turn from killing each other and you're gonna try to take out the Lord, man. But what you ain't gonna do, man. You're gonna fail miserably, man.
That's right.
All right. Then Yahweh Shah comes back. All right. Verse 7. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows,
those are the missiles.
Yep. Let them be cut. Let them be as cut in pieces. Yep, that's the missiles, man.
Yep, they gonna blow shit up, man. I don't know a better way to say that. That's the missiles. They gonna do what they were designed to do. They gonna blow shit up, man. That's why there's an arms race, and that's why Trump didn't want to wait to veto. He didn't want to veto this tax bill that went down today. He didn't want to veto that because he's like, I ain't got time to wait. I got to go get my military moving to get my arms up. This is a race. I got to start as soon as possible. I'll take a hit on some of the other issues that I want to get out there and get moving, but I got to get this military moving. I got to get that. So I got to start this race with these arms, for these arms. You got something?
I got a missile script.
Okay.
It's 2 Ezra 16.
And we're bringing these missile scripts out, man, because this is going to be the end all of this whole thing. But for you that don't receive salvation, and you heathen can't receive salvation. If you don't have an Israelite spirit, then you're not going to get salvation. And not only just an Israelite spirit, you have to be of the elect to get salvation. The 2/3 won't get it. You're gonna learn after death by pain. Then you'll come back in righteousness and shame after that. Go ahead, bro.
2 Ezra 16, and we'll start at 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Yep.
A fire is sent among
the
you.
jaws that are in the hooks of these kings are fully, well, they don't know it, but they're fully persuaded from the Most High God's will to go to war. We can see it because we know the prophecy. You people don't know the prophecy. You thinking, oh, it's gonna cool down after a while, or America gonna bomb and win again. No, we know exactly what's gonna play out in this.
And if I may say this, as eager as these nations are ready to go to war, they can't be. They no eager than the Lord Himself to tend to this war, man. Right. The Lord is a man of war. All right, the Lord knows what He's doing by gathering these nations, man. All right, he's getting their pride built up, so that when they face Him, He's gonna cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Right.
All at once, man.
Right. Just when they hyped up, we beat America. Nobody can fade America. Yeah. We got them. Man, oh shit, let's get them. We're gonna beat them too. It ain't gonna go down that way, man.
The Lord,
He's gonna be a sword slaughter.
The Lord said He's determined. Like that day is burning in the Lord's heart. He want a war with you, man. He want to take all the crowns back.
Yep.
You know, you think you're gonna have a position in the earth No, you're gonna control this trade route over here. You're gonna control these natural resources going over here. You're gonna run the banking system, the money. You know, your policy. This like, man, the Lord's getting ready to take back over the world, man. That's what he's waiting on. So hey, he wants war even more so than you nations, man. I believe that's in Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter, man. He said that day burns in his heart, man. Okay? And that's why the Lord is speeding the days up.
Somebody in the world said, man, these days are going by too fast. Yeah. Somebody that they didn't even, like, man, it was just Tuesday, it's already Friday. And I wanted to say that, like, man, it ain't going fast enough.
Yeah, for real. But the Lord, he got it like that for a reason, man. He wants this thing to speed up and happen just as much as we do, man. That's why we hasten in the day, man. Constantly.
I got that script. Zephaniah 3:8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I will rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble their kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation." And how's he assembling them? By bringing them into the land of Jehoshaphat. That he can bring them together for one. Right, so he can bring them all together in one event and judge them all at once.
Where's that at? The Middle East.
That's right. Right where they said, and it's really happening over there, right? It says, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Hey, we were known by what the Most High did unto the Egyptians. Well, you other nations that were not Egyptians, you must have forgot what the Most High could do. So now he's gonna bring you and judge all of you, because you had us in captivity after that. You nations ain't got judged for having us in captivity after that. We went to war and took the land and all of that, but you didn't really go to war, get to feel the wrath of the Most High God, like ancient Egypt got to feel it. Well, this event is going to be that. You're going to feel the wrath of the Most High God with this event that he's got coming. Thus said the scriptures. You got it where you was at. Yeah, come.
This is Revelation 19.
That was it over there in Proverbs. Yeah, come.
Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
That's right.
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
That just described who we call Jesus Christ, sitting upon the chariots and coming in with describing this battle that's going to take place. As they phrased it, the war in heaven, the war up in the sky in the heavens, where these other nations is going to try to fight against the Lord. That's what this chapter is about. You got it, bro.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
And what does that symbolize? Basically, he just dethroned all these kings that's currently ruling now.
That's right.
He got the crown now. He's King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
That's right.
Okay. There's no more Angela Merkel. There's no more Trump. There's no more Putin. There's no more Zai. Okay. There's no more Rouhani. There's no more Theresa May.
Yeah. The Zai was the Chinese king, right?
There's no more fucking Lil Kim.
That
little midget, little fathead. There's none of that, man. It's Yahweh Shai, he's the king.
That's right.
And Israel is gonna be the rulers, man.
Right.
This is pretty much going. This war is kind of like going in depth on what the prophecy dealing with how the dominion coming to Yahweh Shai when he comes back, the Son of Man, when it says the saints the saints shall take the kingdom, it's gonna be through war.
Right. There's no other way to take it.
There's no other way. It's gotta be war, man. Yahweh Shai has to come back and wage war.
He gonna steal it. We gonna take it from him.
He has to come back and take it from this devil. This devil, he's not gonna give up this kingdom, man.
That's right.
This devil, he wants his new world order, man. He doesn't care who has to die, how many people die off.
And that's part of the plan anyway.
Yeah.
You know, his plan is to kill most of
He's so determined that he'll fight the Lord. Just so he can maintain his kingdom, man.
And believe he can win. Because we were talking about it, might have been last week or at camp or something. We were saying how Trump is even trying to do this space program.
Yeah.
Who's in space? He got to fight. Who's in space that he needs a military in space? Well, the Lord. He sees these chariots showing up to the earth over and over, and especially they really showing themselves over here in America as well. He knows that something from outer space is going to come to this planet. He already knows, just like Ronald Reagan knew. So he got to get that ready. He got to fulfill that. He got to fulfill what the brother's reading right now.
Yeah. Well, Ronald Reagan. How many presidents have passed?
You can count 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know,
over a span of 20 years.
Yeah.
You know,
now it's coming back
25
up.
years.
Now it's coming back up.
Yeah. From Reagan to it's like 25 years.
Now it's coming back up. So
yeah,
we're in that time.
Yeah.
Says his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
His name is Yahweh Shai, man. His name is Yahweh Shai. But he's given the glory of Yahweh, because he's coming in the power of Yahweh through Yahweh Shai. That's how that power is coming, man. That's how it's coming. He's coming with his holy host of angels, man, to the earth. He's his representative coming to the earth. Go ahead, bro.
And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High.
The reason I said that, man, is because you guys want to act like we don't know the name. We know the name.
Correct.
We ain't in these last days, and the seal's been opened if we ain't got the name. The name is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh the Most High God, in the name of Yahweh Shai, who you even call Jesus Christ. That's the name.
Yeah,
and we know that through Rakah Kodash, through the Holy Spirit. We know that. Through faith, we know and believe that. What you about to say?
No, I mean, that's simple, man. Like,
yeah.
Nobody knows his name, but yet he manifested his name.
Mm-hmm.
What name are we supposed to call on to be saved?
The whole book says we got to call on the name to be saved. How are we going to know that?
Because that's not literally saying that he has a brand new name.
Right.
Okay, just like a new moon is not a literal new moon.
Right. It's not another one that's
it's not another moon that comes every month, man.
The word I think it's kainos, which means
fresh.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a Greek word in the 19th chapter as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, come on, man.
And because that name was fresh, back coming out of Egypt. The name Yahweh was on the earth when we came out of Egypt. But then they start seeing what he was doing to the nations. Then it became Al-Shaddai. Well, it's going to be refreshed back to Yahweh in these days. You're going to know by the power that he possesses, he exists.
And who is he pushing that name? Through the prophets.
That's right.
Which is his mouth.
That's right.
And didn't he say in Revelation, the 3rd chapter, that he was going to basically write upon New Jerusalem his new name?
Yep.
Is New Jerusalem New Jerusalem? Like, is it literally a new city somewhere else on another planet somewhere? No, New Jerusalem is always been here, man.
That's right.
Okay, they always been here. Since before the foundation of the world, New Jerusalem existed, man.
And to explain that, it's the same spirits of the chosen, the elect that will be come back down. For you people that don't know, we know it, but for you that may not know, we're gonna tell you that. Hey, because there's people out there that's sincere that don't know those answers still. They're just fresh coming in. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, you can go back, bro.
But you can't get caught up in all these other guys trying to tell you that nobody knows the name. Don't worry about that. No, we need to worry about that name right now, because he's the events that he's gonna fulfill will have you shook, man. And if you don't call on his proper name, in that day, you're gonna get caught up in those. If you don't have faith built up in that name, you're gonna get caught up in that, man. And them events that prove that he exists. You got it, bro.
It's 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
Yep.
And out of his mouth goeth
that's the elect, man, and that's the angels, that's the whole holy host of righteousness that's coming to set the world back right against all the heathen and all the wickedness that's in the earth, especially the 2/3 of our people as well. Y'all gonna catch it bad, man. Y'all, because y'all defenseless out here. Go with it, bro.
And out of the mouth, and out of his mouth, goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the wine.
That sharp sword, Sloppy, that sharp sword is them laser beams, man, coming out from chariots, man. They gonna zap you people, man. Instant cremation, as the brother has beautifully coined, is what you're gonna get. Instant cremation. You're gonna get zapped in a very, very fast and painful way, man. And that's if you're lucky. I don't know what's gonna be worse, that or the thermonuclear missile fire.
Famine.
Famine, right? or you that get caught with the famine. Go ahead, bro.
And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh. Select.
Read up.
This is 15. Yeah. It says that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yahweh.
Yeah, that winepress is significant because it symbolizes blood.
Yep.
Okay, it's gonna look like you stepped out of a meat market at a slaughterhouse.
Right.
You got that blood all over your apron. You know, because Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, he's getting bloody, man.
Right.
Because he's ready to go toe to toe with you nations, especially you damn Edomites, you damn devils.
Right.
He's ready for y'all, man.
Body count gonna be in the millions.
Man. Nobody on the planet can claim they got bodies like Yahweh Shai that day.
Right.
All right, you want to talk about bodies? Man, I got bodies. But Yahweh Shai, he gonna have mass bodies, man.
Yep.
He gonna be killing niggas left and right, man. Niggas that ain't right. Anybody that don't have that seal in their forehead.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a small disclaimer about that. The only other people that's not gonna die,
slaves.
Gonna be the first slaves.
Yeah, we're gonna keep you alive solely to bring your ass over with them shackles on your feet.
So whatever age you are, you gotta get to work.
So you can get right to work. Get right to it.
We ain't gonna wait till you get born a new, fresh. Nah, we're gonna start with you old ass Illuminati Edomites.
As soon as them ships coming down, your shift already begins. Your clock already started. Just clocked in.
Yep.
You got a task to do now. The sons of the power is back.
Right.
Yasha Allah, man. Go ahead, bro.
And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written.
I won't read it. I was gonna read it, Salaki. I won't read it, but you can read right in the Isaiah 63rd chapter, talking about that wine press and the bloodshed.
Yeah.
I was gonna read it, but now we can get to the point.
Yeah, because that's the same prophecy. Isaiah prophesied about it, man. That wine press. Who is he that cometh from dying garments? From Basra.
Basically, out of you Edomites, he gonna be in there stomping you Edomites out.
Who is this that's coming from the slaughter of these white people?
Yeah,
that's what Isaiah was saying.
Yep.
Who is this great man that's coming with power and divinity? He just come down, and all of a sudden, he just slaying all type of crackers left and right.
Right.
Just zapping them to dust, killing them. You know. That's what he's coming to do. Because that's the very same man that's in the way of the kingdom right now, man.
Right.
The Lord said, didn't he say, well, he's coming to destroy those which destroyed the earth?
Right.
This is Yahweh Shai and Israel's earth.
That's right.
And he's been the manager of the earth, and look where the earth is.
Look at the condition of it. He go on vacation, so to speak. You know, he go away for a little while. And he let the Edomites get in charge, and look what you did with the earth. Yeah. You destroyed it, man.
And that's written in 2nd Ezra 6.
Yep.
It says, if the world be made for our sakes, why don't we have an inheritance with the world? You know, and then it goes into how basically Esau is ruling in Job 9:24. That's what it is. Because right now we on punishment, as the brothers was just saying. Is continuing 16, and he hath on his vesture and on his.
It's in the 19th chapter of Revelation, right?
Revelation 19 and 16. He hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
And the thigh muscle, the biggest, strongest muscle in the body, bone in the body. And so that's the longest muscle and the biggest, because he's gonna have the biggest might in that day. That's why it was written on it, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. If you know anything about anatomy and the molecular muscle structure, that's what it's reading into. The scriptures, man, the scriptures are so beautiful. The analogies they use led to a certain mind state, as well as a direct something that is telling you. It's things that you got to think a little deeper on. Like when they use these analogies of these animals, there's a reason why they use those animals, because the characteristics fit what they're trying to explain without saying. You know? You got it, bro.
Yes, I was gonna say it's countless examples of that. You know, the go eat, what does it say? The way of the ant.
Yep.
Speckled bird. Sea monsters written in Lamentations 4. The ostriches, right? Ostriches in Lamentations 4.
Yeah, bro.
You know, all these, like you were just saying, all these different the animal qualities to support the ways that Israel acts.
I'll use the ostrich real quick. Yep. I'll use the ostrich as a good example. The ostrich is a bird that doesn't fly. Does that even make sense? You know, but he likens you to the women of our nation. You guys are women that aren't women, that aren't you don't possess the womanly quality. I'm gonna have to do that. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. The 17.
I was already thinking of one of those.
This 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses. Because
he gonna subdue all these nations. Matter of fact, I'll look it up because I don't remember exactly. I think it's Isaiah.
Yes, the scriptures say it's gonna be as dung on the earth. There's gonna be a lot of dead bodies laid out like shit piles everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, that's gonna be a lot of killing. The birds, they gonna have a feast, bro. You know.
Yeah, let me read this right quick, because what he's describing is this verse right here. This is Isaiah 66, verse 16. Matter of fact, I'll start up at 15. Yeah, it says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh. That's why it was describing all the people that he was going to kill, all the different types of people, that he was going to kill when he came back. It said, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai shall be many. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It says, and of the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them.
These are Salaki. These are events of prophecy that have to come to pass. We've explained to you and broke down to you. We didn't get all the way into. We're gonna go back.
Ecclesiastes 12.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to that. That's what we're supposed to start. We'll go back to the spirit. Hey, the spirit moves. Shalom, right? See, bro. But we're breaking this down to you this way, so you can see what the Heavenly Father has set up for this world, because everything's coming to plan the way He said it was, and we're trying to warn the elect, because the rest of you ain't gonna get it, or if you do get it, you ain't gonna hold on to it. But for the elect, they're gonna hold on, and they're gonna take this information and use it to earn their salvation. So we're warning you of what's to come. What's coming is the Lord is going to do all these things, and after World War III, they're going to try to fight with the Lord. And World War III is imminent. The only way we escape is through the salvation of these chariots, man. That's the only way out. Read a little bit more of that, then we'll go to the other chapter.
And of them that sit on them, it's like I'm starting. And the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
You'll be killing everybody, man. That ain't right.
And notice it says the same thing about those that's going to receive the mark. All, both small and great, you know, rich and poor, bond and free.
Because that's your ticket.
Because the Lord gonna get y'all that got the mark of the beast. Because the Lord's gonna be separating the men who has the mark of exemption from you niggas and you nigga women that's gonna have the mark of the beast.
That's right.
Okay, the angels are gonna know, you know, who's who. Okay, it's when you read about that parable of how the Lord's gonna separate the sheep from the goats. The sheep is basically the elect.
That's right.
Everybody else, they're like the goats, man. They're ready for the picking. They're ready for that great sacrifice, man.
They're also the tares. They'll be separated and thrown into the fire.
Yeah, the tare, the wheat and tare.
Right.
Yeah, it's twofold, you know.
Reapers are angels.
Yep.
So you can you got it. Whatever you have, whichever you thought was right. If you want to stay and read another verse or two, if that goes into it, then cool. If not, go to the
This is 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army.
You exactly said they're gonna try to fight against the Lord.
Subdue him. That's that coming from heaven.
That's right.
Go back in Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
This is back in Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
Hey, that's why I had you read up to that. We're gonna get to the other prophecies, you know. But remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth, man. This was the point that we went into this because a lot of perils and negative things are gonna come, man. If you don't remember the Creator, you're gonna get caught up in that. But if you do remember the Creator, you call upon His name and improve your faith through your works, guess what? You can earn salvation if you're an Israelite out of this thing. That's our point of making these videos, for the elect to wake up and to earn their salvation through this wisdom that the Lord has given us and this message the Lord has given us to deliver unto you, to prepare yourself for. But the rest of the people, we have to tell you and give you warning and let you know that you're going to get destroyed along with the rest of the heathen. So we got a good job going, but at the same time, you got to understand this stuff is happening at a very fast and alarming rate, man. Like you can't wait, you can't stick around. Like, oh, it's okay. No, man, you can't wait till tomorrow for nothing. You got to push, man, for your salvation. We're pumping these videos out. You need to be watching these videos till you get to the point where you go out there and learn this, to where you in the camp teaching as best you can, and then you getting out there and pushing these videos as well. While we got it.
Yeah, that's why I did a video earlier, basically how all these videos going out, you know, all this work we doing, we ain't doing this just for ourselves.
Right.
This ain't just for us, man. This is to wake up the elect, man. This is for the body.
Right.
Okay, we do this so this can be available to all those that are meant to receive it, man.
Hey, you net neutrality people that watch this after that goes down, you're gonna have to pay to get this wisdom, man. It's gonna be a heavy price. A lot of these videos you're not gonna get to see. You ain't gonna be able to afford them. You ain't gonna be able to afford the apostles' wisdom,
man.
You know, because you gotta pay for these videos.
Because we don't sell breakdowns. We ain't IUIC.
It's free now. It's gonna be this internet providers that's gonna charge you. We're pushing it free, and you had the chance to get it for free. You know, for over 10 years now, it's been free on the internet to get this wisdom. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Before you get too old, you can't do it. I can't stay on the street for 6 hours. I can't teach for you know, I don't have time to study this and that. I got a mortgage. Before you get to that deep into this world where you can't pull yourself out. Go ahead, bro.
While the sun or the light, or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
No, because all that's about, man, the chairs is gonna flood that, the business is gonna flood that.
That's symbolic of this knowledge, man.
Yep.
Because this knowledge is light. It's likened unto the light. You know, you the sun, the moon, You know what I'm saying? The stars, that's all lights in the firmament. All right.
Now that's from the heavens.
Right now, the light is still being shined through the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders on down, man.
Yep.
But once that net neutrality shut down, and you know they regulate the internet, and then martial law hits, and then civil unrest in the streets, and they start opening up detention centers, and famines is going on, then
they're not gonna have Wi-Fi.
No, you ain't gonna have none of that.
You know,
that's when the light is gonna be darkened.
Yep.
The only men that's gonna have it is the men who the Lord sealed his knowledge into. Because knowledge and wisdom is gonna be stability in that day. Only those that have that, they're gonna be the ones that's gonna still be able to walk in the light, man. While everybody else is in gross darkness, bugging the hell out.
Right.
Trying to figure shit out. Hey, you should have figured it out. You had so many years to figure it out. It was out there for free.
That's right.
You had men out there presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice to give you this, man.
How many people on the slide? How many people on the street said, "Hey, what can I watch this at? What can I learn this?"
Yeah, y'all got it
like right here.
Yeah.
Or go to the website on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, we told them where to go. So like, I want to read what it said right here. There's a brother, Sapar Wakar, GMSVEGAS said, you have YouTube cracking down on so-called conspiracy theory videos. Everything we talk about would be deemed a so-called conspiracy theory.
The reason why we can't stream live on GMSVEGAS sit down or GMS Las Vegas Sin City page is because of a strike on our channel due to a video where we're exposing the bullshit of Esau.
Yep.
If you do any video exposing his bullshit and YouTube get wind of it, they shutting your shit down.
Yep.
Okay.
It's our second strike too.
So
I mean, after so many, they're gonna set it all the way down.
You can't even speak on these false flag attacks anymore without you getting your shit flagged down.
Yep. Hey, talk about the one that I got hit for was October 11th. You got hit for October the 1st, right?
Yeah.
I got hit for the Pulse nightclub. The second time. The first time was October. Yeah, both of them.
That was like 2 summers ago. Like,
and went back and got me for that one. So the second time. But the point I want to make about it is when you bring something like that out, man, it exposes this devil, man, and his agenda. And in these videos, we're pushing that to wake up and see what his agenda is. And they won't even let us upload the real juicy stuff. At the real juicy on them, they won't even let them go up, man. I had Dr. Oz. I gotta figure another way to do it. Maybe just shoot it on TV with my camera.
Yeah.
But that's the only way I'm gonna have to do it. Dr. Oz, bro, was talking about the mark of the beast. You know, and I want brothers to see that, man. Dr. Oz, once Dr. Oz talks about it, you almost know it's true. You know what I mean? As far as the everyday public.
Bro, I seen this video that showed up in my timeline on YouTube. Said something. What's the dude? This dude, this Edomite Noah or some shit, saying he's a fucking time traveler or some shit. But he was on like fucking like it's like a Good Morning America type video channel. They was actually interviewing this guy, and he was talking about everything that's going on in 2030, right?
Yeah.
And they put up his hand, and he was checked. I was like, what the fuck? And he said Trump's going to be elected again, blah, 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 you know? And you got the agenda to 2030, you know, going around as well, man. They're trying to do everything, get all this shit accomplished by 2030.
Yep.
So
full-fledged.
So this dude had the chip, man. You know, he was just, you know, fucking spit out the bones and shit. You know?
Right.
But the primary thing is he had the chip, man.
Right.
You know.
Right, man. It's not a game, man. We're not playing with this stuff. If he was a Jake especially, but anybody that signs up for that chip, man, that gets that put in them, all them people go and get that access to the snack bar over at 3 Squared, man. they getting whistle fire. They signed up for that.
Yeah, you about to eat a missile over a fucking Pop-Tart.
Yeah, Pop-Tart or
some hot
Cheetos and a soda, man.
Yeah, Cheez-Its.
You know? A bag of peanuts, man. Literally. But it says, if it doesn't align with what Wikipedia say, you know? And Wikipedia is like, that's who you ask. It's always the first. You ask for a definition. Wikipedia is the first.
You can change information.
You can edit information on Wikipedia.
Yeah, you can make all your bones whatever you want on there. You know, and you know somebody's going through regulating certain topics on there. Yeah, that's the famine of the word. You know, they don't want this information out.
Right. We are the age of Esau being totally exposed.
Yep.
So this is his way of basically trying to suppress all that knowledge that's coming out about his ass, man. Exposing everything that he's that not only the wickedness that he's done, but the shit that he's doing behind closed doors. I mean, Esau's divided against himself, so even his own is spilling the beans.
Right.
It says their tongue shall fall upon themselves.
Right.
So that's why you even got higher ups that's coming out speaking. And every time they come out and expose some shit, they always end up dead not too long later.
Hey, and that's straight out. We know it's them because it's straight out the movie. What's the one I like bringing up? The Bourne Supremacy, the Bourne Jason Bourne movies.
Yeah.
That's them agents that go in there and secretly kill, and then they plan a story, and you simpletons believe it. Oh, ISIS got him. ISIS got him way over in England. What did they get over there? You know, they'll tell you whatever, and you just roll with it. October 1, speaking of Stephen Paddock, they up damn near 6 months later, they're showing footage.
Now showing little clips.
Yeah, clips of this dude. Well, you had that way back on October 2. It was second day of October. Why are you now showing it? He was loading up bags. No, what it is, all the time he probably stayed in any hotel, they probably got him loading up bags all lined up to make it look like it's the who knows? The point that we're making is you can't trust this devil to give you the truth. And now with net neutrality, you gotta trust the devil to give you the truth. He gonna deem what you can have and what you can't. You're gonna miss out on all these major jewels that the apostles and the brothers on down is giving them to you. Once this kicks in, i.e. the famine of the word.
Pure, uncut, unfiltered.
Yep. Straight, gorilla cameras, the whole none.
Man.
You can go ahead and go back.
We're giving you that manuka, man.
Right. Unfiltered, that's good.
It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
Yep.
In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few.
All of this stuff is about to go down, man. Yep. People gonna be shook in the streets. It's gonna be civil unrest. Ain't gonna be no jobs. There's gonna be more and more uprisings of people. More people trying to go to the streets and robbing and looting, trying to get something. And then that TV show with Kiefer Sutherland, the people in DC was looting. I didn't watch long enough to see what they were looting for. I didn't catch the beginning, but they were debating at the end of that show about if they should implement martial law. And the president was like, martial law. The mayor of DC was a black woman. She was like, nah, once we turn on them, they gonna really make it a hotbed for war. They're ready to go to war already. If you turn on them, you know, and they already going through some shit. And if you turn on them, they're gonna take that energy and now push it toward you and the government, us against them mentality. Well, that's what's about to go down anyway. They know it. That's why it's on the TV show. That's about to really go down in these streets. But you will be unarmed to fight back because there ain't gonna be no guns. These kids walking out is gonna take your guns. You didn't care about the little elementary kids getting shot. You didn't care about the gay people getting shot. Well, there's high school students that are old enough that will soon be able to vote that's gonna vote it out. You guys don't see the big picture going on here. And then they're gonna have sympathy with the parents and voting. Man, it's silly. Then they gonna surf the internet after that. Go ahead, bro.
Cease in the show.
The grinders shall cease part.
Okay.
Toys R Us. What do they call it? Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. What was I forgot what they call it, Toys R Us. It had a phrase to it. But it's shut down, man. Toys R Us is shut down.
Well, now them toys are rusted.
Yep.
Toys about to rust.
Barbie made her reign in Lego and all the Star Wars toys, Care Bears and Ruffle, all them old toys, man. They made their runs for decades out of Toys R Us. That like the holiday season is what really kept them afloat for made them a big business for many decades, man. They're now out of business because the average toy now is one of these smartphones. Yeah. You can watch somebody else play with a toy online, and that's good enough for you.
The games on there.
Yep, you got the games. You ain't got to go there to buy no games no more. You know, they talk about brick and mortar. Nobody cares about Toys R Us going into. It was the thing that Toys R Us had. I'm just using this as an example. But the thing that these actual stores had that they don't have when all these places collapsing is you go in there and there was an atmosphere about it. Well, now they're getting rid of that. The atmosphere is turned into martial law. It's turned into hopelessness in the streets. People don't even have money available because of inflation. They're too busy buying milk, bread, eggs, and gas. They don't have time to go buy you a brand new Barbie vacation house and bikini Barbie and Ken or whatever. They don't have money for that no more. You know, that's the climate that we're in. Oh, and guess what? Some of the countries that America sanctioned are the ones that was making them toys. China's the main one that's like all we got left to get anything coming in here. Yeah. There was a lot of Pakistan, Taiwan, and we know about Taiwan and China. When America, they trying to squeeze Taiwan, and China ain't trying to have it. All this stuff is coming down because this is the prophecies of the Heavenly Father proving to you people that He still rules on the earth, man, and that His reign, that He's gonna allow His Son to come down and reign on the earth in righteousness after a very bloody battle. But it's gonna only be bloody for you. It ain't gonna be bloody for the righteous and for the Lord. It's gonna be your blood that's spilled. You got it, bro.
It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinder cease because they are few, and those that look up.
Basically, Egypt was going to be out of work. There should be no work for Egypt.
Yep.
You know, that's why you're seeing a lot of businesses, shock up and leave. Yeah. A lot of businesses are shutting down. A lot of strip malls are being boarded up and abandoned. Right. Stores that did well for years, but all of a sudden, you no longer see that store.
Sears is on its way out.
Sears is out of there. Kmart was out of there. That shit left. Okay. Out here, all the fresh and easies, man, vanished. They're gone.
Yeah, I saw a damn weed store.
Matter of fact, right here across the street, right across the street used to be a fresh and easy. Yep. This shit is now a damn Dollar Tree. A Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, right.
You know?
Yep. Sound like that, right?
Straight up, man.
For real. And that ain't gonna these ain't gonna last long either, man.
These different retail stores, man, they businesses are making more money online.
Thank God, bro.
So that's why these stores can't really stand anymore.
This is the way that you're gonna buy your stuff in the next few years.
They're conditioning everybody to move technology for the chip.
You ain't gotta put your credit card information in. Take a picture of your chip, and it's gonna scan it and make your purchases. I was gonna say it was people delivering, but it's gonna be like Postmates, whatever.
Self-driving delivery.
It's gonna be drones.
The deliverers and shit.
Hey, that was in the movie.
Tesla cars doing.
That was in the TV show on Black Mirror. They showed that pizza delivery came up and hit that man. I forgot which episode that was.
Yeah, it is.
When she was killed, when she killed the guy or whatever. Yeah. But anyway,
and that just happened actually. Really, like self-driving. This fat bitch, man. She was texting, while the car was driving, and didn't see the person walking across the street. And
You gotta have you gotta have human interaction, man.
You know,
they've been pushing transcendence of what's it called when they mix the human technology and no, it's another word. Transhumanism since RoboCop, man.
Yeah.
They've been pushing that way back since the 80s RoboCop. You know? So you think they don't want to move into that? Hey, in the prophecy, I did a video that they took down, but with the prophecy of RoboCop, they showed you how Detroit was getting destroyed. But back in the 80s, all the way fast forward to now, they have stuff that's true to the 2000s in that 80s movie with RoboCop. So why wouldn't they do that? Like the government was shut down in RoboCop. Even got to the point where the police force was shut down in that movie. Well, that really recently went down in Detroit.
It's called predictive program.
Predictive program. They programmed you to accept those things.
Yep.
You know, to where you no big deal. Yeah. They're continually to do that with these TV shows.
Yeah, this new technology is changing the game, man. But now it's it's causing a shift because now these different retail stores they can't do business now.
Yep.
You better off just getting the goods and shipping them through those engines sites.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon,
Yep. These corporations are starting to monopolize even Walmart.
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Blockchain.
Walmart even has a delivery thing to where they just drop stuff. So you can go pick it up at the store if you want, or they'll drop it off at your house. Through Walmart, and you can get anything there. Bubble gum, man, they'll deliver that shit. Like it's crazy how they're doing it. You don't even have to go out your house no more. Or if you can't leave your house, they'll give you what you need sent to your house.
And in the eyes of the people, it makes everything convenient.
Yep.
But ultimately, it's just making them more lazy, which is why it's going to be easier for them to take the chip.
It's going to destroy you in the end.
Well, Esau gonna make it to where if he don't need you, he could just use his technology to do everything. And
you as people will have
you'd be obsolete.
Complete dependency on the government and his technology, which you can't link into that without this mark of the beast chip to that technology.
So that grinding is getting ready to cease, man.
Ain't gonna be no jobs for you, man. You ain't no more taxi drivers. It's gonna be just like in the other movie, Predictive Programming, Total Recall. And their robot was driving a taxi cab. It's gonna be like that. You have to go to Mars to get a job, right? But for real, that's the type of stuff this devil does.
Elon Musk trying to go to Mars.
Yep.
Says, and the grinder sees because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Ain't no good outlook for the future, like you mentioned earlier about these economists. These economists look out and was like, man, this is the end. The doomsday clock then got put to the last 2 minutes from midnight to the hour when the shit's about to go down. There's no positive outlook for the condition of this world, especially here in America. There's no positive outlook. War with America, the economy's collapsing. All the major businesses that kept America afloat for the last few decades, are collapsing. All the alliances are collapsing with America. Everybody's starting to hate America. There's no good outlook. You can't look out the window and say, "Oh yeah," but Jake's still delusional. You simple ass niggas, thinking you still going. I'm about to get my 25-inch rims on my 2020 Humvee, whatever, whatever Jake is into, my Tesla, whatever Jake trying to get into, man, you ain't gonna make it to that. I'm gonna win this. Man, ain't nobody thinking about that.
Jake is retarded, man. If we was to stay here as long as you niggas think, there would be no flesh left to be saved.
Man, straight up.
All right, we all be exterminated. The nigga woman, she done away with us, man.
Yeah. Right.
For real.
Right. Yeah, what did he say? Terminator, the BT.
Oh yeah.
What he said.
Can't be bargained with. Yeah. Can't be reasoned with. Yeah.
It absolutely will not stop until you are dead. That's how this woman goes after you, man. But she's only fulfilling the program that her master put on, which is so-called white man Esau. That's how he feels about you. He wants you completely destroyed. She's just the vessel to do it. And will go down, the kamikaze herself to take you out. You look at the news articles, Tommy Sotomayor should be rich. Like, just on her shit. Yeah.
That nigga making a killing off that shit.
Off the black woman, man. And her ills are her troubles that she brings to the world. Yeah. Anyway, we digress back to the point.
Okay. And the door shall be shut up in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
He said it. The brother said it. All these strip malls and all these brick and mortar places, all that's closed down, man. Everybody trying to walk in no store. You can get robbed going to the grocery store. I might as well have my stuff delivered. There's no good out, but the money. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The cost, the economy and the hyperinflation is coming so fast, you can't afford to stay in business and pay your workers to run your business. So you can't keep the business.
It's like the only companies that's doing good are the monopolies. Kind of corporations, like
the big ones.
The huge fast food chains.
Yep.
Kind of the Walmarts, the Best Buys. Yep. Everything electronic is just booming at the moment. Apple stocks. Yep. Things like that. Phones. New entertainment systems. Laptops. PlayStation 4s. All the things basically to get your mind off the Most High.
Yep.
Just distractions, really.
Yeah.
It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. And all
ain't gonna be no more alarm clocks. Ain't gonna be all that technology.
Yeah,
what you gonna do? Wake up and like broke niggas do now.
I can't wait till that prophecy fulfilled. I can't wait.
Time to go to work, man.
Time waking up to that.
Yeah. Real. Go ahead, Art.
It says, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
All the pleasant, let me start with this and you can get that. Right? All the pleasantries of society is gonna be gone, man. All the happiness of society is gonna be gone. But I know you
daughters of music.
Yeah.
Bro, could you even call that music?
Right. This damn demonic chanting that they doing now.
It ain't even music, man. It's just, it's just demons howling on a fucking record, man.
On some bass.
And what are they talking about? The same old shit. Yeah. Drug use, adultery, debauchery. I mean, that's pretty much it. And glorifying, having what Esau got.
Yeah, I gotta say this. Just this week, I was I couldn't find my. I didn't feel like getting out the car to get my CDs. Yeah, I'm bumping CDs. Fuck y'all. Right? but anyway, so I'm flicking through the radio and this Jake stations. I can't deal with that shit, right? I come across a country station and I'm like, the shit they're talking about is way better to listen to. I would stop at a Mexican station, but I don't understand Spanish like that. But I mean, like the stuff that they talk about on these country stations is way more positive, man. Yeah, way more substance than Jake's music, man. Yeah, he's happy and shit. He got love songs, he got drunk songs, he got breakup songs, stuff with actual substance. Talking about his forefathers and shit, like he got substance in his music. But our music, man, the daughters of music are brought low, man. They work for the damn devil. Only time I've been on the earth a little while, a few decades, you know what I'm saying? The only music that sounded this bad was that heavy metal shit, man. From the 70s and 80s.
And they still got that too.
That's what our music sounds like now. It don't have the same electric guitars, but the energy in it is the same type of thing.
Don't nobody got no telling.
Yep. And just screaming about drugs
And if you notice their image, the image of these artists are starting to merge into that demonic look, just like the punk rockers, the heavy metal.
Yep, skinny jeans,
with the tight, all wearing black, tattoos all over the place.
Yep,
piercings everywhere. Like it's just all around demonic, man.
That's right. And that's what our people are gravitating to.
Yeah. Everywhere you go, you see Jake bumping in the ride. You hear some new bugged out shit, and Jake is just sitting in the whip, just chanting to it.
Yep.
You look at them in their eyes while they just chanting this music, and you just see that niggas is gone, man.
Yep. They're not aware of what's going on.
Yeah, Tekashi. The fuck is that, man?
I don't know none of these names. I can't stand the station that long to hear
a rainbow nigga walking around with rainbow colored hair, man.
Yeah.
Pure demon. That's a super demon right there, man. That's the incarnation of Chucky, man.
For real. I had his name. I was making a joke about Ray something. No. It was the name of the character from Charles Lee Ray. Was the guy, the demon, the damn evil ass wicked dude that became his spirit went into the dog of Chucky. But that's what this dude is. He's like Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah,
goddamn demon, man. You can look at him.
He's causing an East Coast, West Coast war with the Bloods and the Crips right now, and it's just all of them just dark energy.
They said Houston will let him. Who was that? Jay Prince Jr. had to check him because he came to Houston and didn't check in. Like, come on, man, for real.
And now Bloods and Crips. This shit was started by the CIA, by the so-called white man.
Thank you.
The white man created you niggas, man.
Yep. To divide our neighborhoods.
Another divide.
They were sent
right to the hands of the devil.
Hey, my uncle actually broke it down to me what happened. He was from Pyro Street in Compton. He told us exactly before it was about red or whatever. They did that, and somebody got the idea to use canes, walk around with canes, and they were Cribs, but they became Crips, right? But that was somebody gave them the idea for that. But then on Pyro Street, before it was ever associated with red, they said, well, we don't want them coming over here because they come over here taking our girls, taking our money, whatever else. Just beating people up, but they wouldn't even necessarily associate with them. But that was them creating that tension within our neighborhoods. Well, we're going to start, if they wear blue, then we're going to start wearing red. So they can tell the difference between us and that what neighborhood we in. And that began the dumbass war. But you people in 60 years, y'all still falling for that dumbass game?
And these niggas just doing it. It's fashion to throw that color rag in the air.
No sense of what it was. It was created, and he told it was created.
Even Cardi B. This bitch throwing up the B and shit. It's all industry, man. This shit is a joke, man.
Yep.
That's why the Most High got to eliminate the 2/3, man. They got to go too.
Yeah.
They got to go.
So I got to tell you about last night. It was last night on Power 88.1 here in Vegas, right? It's the so-called black radio station. They on there trying to figure out a new councilman for the 5th Ward, which is the black neighborhood over there on the historic west side of Las Vegas, right? Well, they're naming all the shit that they want to do and what they've done to fix it. There's no fixing you niggas, man. There's no fixing the drug problem. You don't know the origins of it. Ain't no rehabilitating this thing. Ain't enough room to put all you messed up niggas in jail. Ain't enough guns to kill all you niggas off. So the Most High gonna have to burn you away. You can't be rid of, man. How you gonna? We gotta put the energy into the kids. Who's gonna raise all these damn kids? The parents is fucked up. They don't know the right way to raise them. The right way is through this book. This is the right way to raise your family, to raise your kids. All them churches in that area, they don't know the right way to do that. So the Most High's answer, the answer out of this book, is to kill all them damn people off. That's what it is. Just start fresh with the people that got their minds right before that, before all of this World War and all of this went down. That's the answer to this. You can't fix those people. You can't even fix them little bastard ass kids walking around. You got to start with a righteous seed and develop the people from there. And no, let's not forget, the new covenant is about writing the word into our inward parts. That's how we're gonna get it. We ain't got it right either. He gonna have to really write that all the way down into our spirit, man.
We're the best of the worst.
Right, well, exactly. We're just the best of the worst. You know? Yeah. I was good on that. Is there more on there? Or no? If it is, it ain't much more.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
You shut down, John. Got nothing else. All right, bro. We're gonna wrap up. All right, so you can you know, bro.
Okay, kind of. Well, you got it, bro.
Well, you know, with that, you know, we're gonna wrap it up. You know, Shalom, wa brakatham, you know, Bahar Rakakwadash. All right, to you brothers, you know, that ain't tuned in. Lord willing, this was edifying. Hey man, stay on fire, man.
Right.
Take heed to the council. All right, the elder apostles. You know, the spirit is coming down through those men to you know, instruct us and lead us to the path, man. Mm-hmm. If they say, hey man, we should be in the spirit of doing 3 videos or more, then hey, there should be nothing else left said, man.
Can I say something about Kushar, bro? I want to say this about that, man. And I did a little video on it, but the point is this: right now, it's an all-out sprint. Remember how they said, don't sprint too fast, you're gonna burn out? Well, that time's over. This is not an endurance race no more. This is all-out sprint for your salvation time. Give out everything you got, man. All the wisdom that you got from the apostles, put it out there, man. Everything you got in you, you gotta put it out there for your salvation in this time.
Milk included.
Especially the milk.
Don't just get caught up on, because you know you got younger brothers in the faith just coming in the truth. Preach what you know. You know, if you know your 4 priests that line up to being born again, put them out there.
Yep.
Teach it. You know, watch more videos. Brothers are putting videos out so you can learn. This is your time to be a sponge and to also pass the information that you know.
That's right.
That's the times that we're in, as the brother says, the spring.
If you having troubles, man, with ideas, just go back to the milk, man.
That's it.
Just make milk videos.
That's it.
You could do that, man. It's heavy edification in milk, man.
Man, that's where it starts at. You know?
You always got new brothers coming in. The elect still got to be sealed. You know, we still waiting on the rest of the elect to be woken up.
Yeah, I want to say like this: when we came in, the milk that we was learning, all them videos are gone already. Them sites been shut down. Esau been shut them down. So it's a good thing to put a lot of these milk videos out, because there's still a big flock that got to come into this thing. Yeah. We ain't got the whole 12,000 of each tribe, 144,000, and 1/3 hasn't been completely sealed. They're gonna come in when our power comes in. You know, they're gonna be willing the day of our power. They're gonna see who the men of the Lord was, and by hearing the word, and then they're gonna see the power that the Most High gave those men to do certain things, and then they're gonna believe, and that belief will get them saved. So there's a lot of milk foundation stuff to put out there. There's plenty of it, man. Push, man. Your salvation is on the line. Don't just because we made it this far don't mean we got it, man. There's a whole other stages coming, but this is gonna keep you ready and built up to deal with the next phase that's coming in this state, man. So give everything you got right now.
Yeah, hey, that's the commandment.
Yep.
Love the Lord with all thy heart, with all thy soul, man, with all thy might. Okay, so you know, we're gonna wrap. We're gonna give all praise, glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua. Hey, shalom to all you brothers that tuned in. All right, shalom wa barakatuh. So with that, we're gonna say shalom to you brothers.